Thank you. Thank you very much, Adam, and good morning, everybody. As I was saying to Adam before you all joined and I'm kicking off, this is not my usual format to give talks. I'm quite a spontaneous person and like lots of chats and discussions and ideas flowing and being creative. So while you're listening, think all the time about engagement, because this is what it's about, getting our voices heard, everybody from every group of people across the county, across the country, making sure that the citizens' voice, the people's voice is heard. And that includes children right through, all right, to the very, very elderly. We've got Perham Bay Care Home in Perranporth, where they seem to keep people alive to 103 and 104, and I don't know how they do it. It must be sitting looking out of the windows at the beach, and I think that's got something to do with it. So environment, again, very important. The environment we live in, the environment that we create around us, the environment that we actually have in our groups and the people we communicate with. So think engagement, and I want your ideas to pile in on this, particularly towards the end, and anything you want to write in the chat, please do so, and then we can share. So who am I? I'm a 74-year-old old lady with a terrible haircut at the moment. I'm not a big hair person. I was born and brought up in Yorkshire, and I've lived in Cornwall since 1969. I've been a waitress in Los Angeles. I've been an au pair girl in Sweden. I spent 2 years training at a London teaching hospital to be a nurse, but decided I should have been a doctor, and therefore being a nurse wasn't what I wanted to be. I worked in offices. I was a secretary, terrible. They didn't know what I was doing and I didn't, but everybody enjoyed it. And then I worked for Hospital Management Committee in London and down in Cornwall in Truro in the old workhouse, top floor of the workhouse. Every time I drive up that road, Tregalls Road, is it, whatever, I see those buildings, I think of invoices H2R. I was so bored, I used to take days off because I could do it all very quickly and then get told off. But eventually I trained to be a teacher, and for 30 years I taught English in Cornwall secondary schools, and enjoyed very much being a teacher. And all the things that I'm telling you about in my life, as in your lives, are all about engagement and using our voices, whether it's with our family, with our friends, with our workmates, whoever. We're always engaging, and we use our voices in many, many different ways. It doesn't actually have to be verbal. It can be written. You can write articles. You could put words on placards and stand outside Royal Cornwall Hospital Trust, as I've done with others when trying to protect the NHS from privatisation, from sending our pathology somewhere else, etc. You can make cartoons. You can write books. You can sing. I belong to a choir. Help to run a local choir. We can make our voices heard. We stand on the prom, usually when it's not COVID times, every summer, and collect for our chosen local charity. And we talk to people, and we engage. And we engage through our songs, because quite a lot of our songs are about Cornwall, about mining, about the history, and people are interested. So we can all engage and use our voices in many, many different ways. And I think sometimes that's forgotten, because there's a lot of talk, and sometimes not perhaps enough action. And I think that's a key thing this morning. How can we be more active in our engagement and communication? And before I forget, and Adam's going to send the link, I must highlight for you the fact that Voluntary Sector Forum is having something called Co-Creating Cornwall's Future on June the 11th. So it's their alternative to the G7, if you like, because the G7 starts on the 11th, doesn't it? So look online, but Adam's going to send the link so everybody can have a look at that. Okay, so that's a very quick intro to me and my view, etc. And now we're going to watch a short animation, if Adam can hit the right button, and it just brings everything into focus.